Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you can tell by the title, today's video is Shop My Stash. And yes, I don't have like the biggest makeup collection out there, but it is big enough for me to shop my stash and do a really great video on today's. And this is the look I came up with. If you guys love it and you still want to continue watching on how I executed this beautiful, lovely look, just continue on watching. Alright you guys, I'm just gonna jump right into the video. So I went through my collection of makeup just to see what can I do. I'm gonna show you the products that I did pick out in my stash. So the first product I'm gonna show you guys is the VOSS Essential 2. And yes, it is a backwards. This what I got from my BoxyCharm last month. And so this is how it looks. And these are some really nice colors that I do want to like dig into. So I never really got a chance to dig into that. I just swatched them and then like, okay, they're cute, whatever. But I want to like really get into like doing a look with this. And this is a really nice palette. The formula is really great. It's very smooth, a bit buttery, and you, as you can see, have that little metallic look to it. And it is very beautiful. Just look at that. My skin is so dry. And then the purple, this more of a purple with a bit of metallic in that. And yeah, like a metallic in that. And I'm gonna swatch it next to it. It's a bit on there, but yeah. And the formula is pretty good, like I say. Also, the pigmentation is very like vibrant, and so I honestly believe I can do a really great look with this palette, as well as this blue here. This blue is very nice. This is a matte, but the matte doesn't feel chalky nor dry. It has like that smooth buttery texture to it, where it's not overly buttery, but it's not under it either. So it's like very nice. And then like this rose gold shimmer look here, really beautiful, and that feels really buttery itself. They kind of have like metallic there. I kind of like mush all of that on one finger, but yeah, I did. But you can still see the color here, and that metallic color there, that is so beautiful. And like these neutral colors here, I can do a lot with that, and then add some colors and shimmers and metallics at the bottom or to the lid too. So I can be able to do a really nice look with this palette. Just play with the colors, you know. So that is what I'm going to be using for my eyes. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, but I love this as a foundation because the foundation I don't have, but with this concealer itself, it plays as foundation to me. Number one, it's like my complexion, and also number two, I just like how it have that full coverage, as well as it is like that cream texture as well. It really does hide any blemishes that I do have. As you can tell here, I do have a lot of blemishes on my face, but when I use this, it really does cover it very well, and a little goes a long way. Fenty Beauty, I did mix it in with this foundation. Yeah, this is the Pro Filter hydrating long wear, right? The long wear foundation, and I love these two together. Number one, this kind of like water it's down because it is a bit creamy, and as a concealer you kind of wanted that depending on your skin texture. If you're oily or you know, dry, then yeah, I can understand maybe this might be too much. It does have like a cream base to it, but when I love about this, it kind of waters this down just a smidge, where it won't be too creamy, and also it brings it up, like brighten it up a bit to me. So that's why I kind of use these two together. I fell in love with this right here. This is the Ace Beauty, and this is the Bronze and Paradise palette. And you guys, I legit fell in love with this palette. I love the shade ranges for it. This whole palette could be used on my complexion or women of my complexion. So I definitely love this bronzer. I love the formula of this palette. I love how it's not too chalky, and the color is just awesome. It definitely have that pigmentation in this, where it does give you that nice look that you're going for, as you guys can see. If you're my complexion, maybe a smidge lighter or even a smidge darker, you can definitely play with this palette. And this is my e.L.F. concealer that I will be using. I do like this concealer a lot. It does have that coverage as well that I do like, and it's not too cakey. Or I've always been trying to find like the best product to do that, and I can truly say Too Faced, as well as this new, like a year old concealer from E.L.F. has really done its job in, you know, really hiding any dark under eyes, or even like the puffy under eyes, whatever too. So it really does help. And I don't know from you guys, if you guys find it different, then, you know, you let me know. But for me, I honestly believe like this has been really helping out under my eyes, finding the right product that doesn't like just get stuck into like lines, I say, under my eyes. So this really does help. Translucent palette is what I'm also going to be using, and this is by the Kat Von D. This is the sample that I've gotten for my birthday last year from Sephora, and I know Kat Von D rebrand themselves, but this is their old one, and I really do love this translucent powder. I also want to try the Anastasia translucent powder too. I do want to try that out. I heard great reviews on that, so I do want to try that. But this, so far, this translucent powder, this is the only translucent powder that I do have, and so far this really does help. The only bad thing about this, it is a bit light, so I don't want to look like a Casper sitting in front of you guys, so I do have to like use that very gently. I do like how it does hold my products together. It doesn't give like that cakey or that highlight the lines under my eyes. So it's like the product just sits on top with the concealers, and then with this also this translucent powder, it plays on top, and it does not creases, basically. Like, that's the word I'm looking for. It doesn't crease under my eyes, so I can wear this whole formula of products throughout the day, and when I come back home I don't see like that creasing really. I'll be using these lashes. Now these are by Kiss, the natural lash. These are more on that natural side. What I'll be using is the Fenty Beauty contour stick, and then this is in the shade Truffle. So I do want to try this out to give me that nice high cheekbone, even though I kind of already have like that high cheekbone already, but I do want to like mostly highlight it a little bit more. Milk Hydro Primer. Love this primer. I think everyone that has this raves highly about it. Like, it really does keep your product together, stuck to your face all day, as long as you want it. So this is like a really great product that Milk has created. So, and I do want to try a Milk brand. Like, I've heard great things about Milk. Maybelline mascara right here. This is really nice. I love how the wand looks, and it curves right to the eyelash, so it makes sure it gets every single eyelash, and it really does. And I love that it doesn't give me like that clunky, chunky, you know, type of look. It'll give like those little spider legs on my eyes. So I do like that mascara. Starting with this primer here, just gonna place it on here, and I kind of explain everything this way so I could just, you know, do the look without trying to explain everything, showing you guys and then explaining it at the same time. You guys, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna use, and then explain how I feel about it, what I love and what I dislike about the product before I use it, so the video won't be too long. I feel like that just made the video long, but hey, okay. I forgot to tell you guys, this is also the brush set that I also got in my BoxyCharm that I am going to be using in today's look. This is by Morphe. I do love these brushes, especially these are for like your eyes and stuff like that. So I really do love these brushes to do a really nice eye. This brush here, this is by BoxyCharm. And what I do, I just place the product on top like this. This is how I can kind of control the amount of product that I put on my face, so I won't have to overdo it. You know, to each his own. This is just like my new way of doing it. Since this have a wand is why I did it that way, because it's not like a spray bottle, like a pump bottle like this, or it's not like a loose bottle where I can just pour on my hand and do it. So this became like my way of doing it. You see how like that just covered my whole face? I just used just that amount. I have not dug back into it, you guys. And already it like really covered up every inch of my face and my neck. Let me use this brush here. I'm gonna dig in this shade here called Clay. But before I do, I kind of want to do is make this a bit brighter so that the product can show up a little bit more on my eye. I want to know how are you guys doing as parents with your kids being in school at home. Like, how are you guys going about it? How is it for you guys? Because, you know, me as a parent and now a business owner, I don't know. Like this, I did not sign up for this. Like, and I stayed saying this to my husband and any of my friends that I talk to about this whole school thing. I am stressed. I am stressed. I did not sign up to be a teacher. Granted, I am a mama teacher. I am a teacher as a mom. I will teach my kids life, finances, all these great things. But even some math, reading, all that great. Like, that's mama teaching. Mama teaching, you are, of course, you're like the first teacher of your children's life. But then you also, when you put your kids in school, now you got the help from your teacher. And all you need to do is just help the teacher at this point too. It's like y'all both helping each other teach a kid. You know what I'm saying? By sending them to school. I'm going to place that all over my eye. Okay? So when you're just sitting there stressed out from today's work or whatever that you might be doing, cleaning, so you can clean, take your kids to school so they can clean the house or run errands, whatever. But so this way you have the teacher there, you know, to help you not only teach your kid but take care of your kid. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, you could do everything else you could do throughout the day. But when your kid is just sitting in the house under you, laughing, playing, running around, asking you every single bit of question that you have already went over with them, you tend to get frustrated. Like, you really do. All right, next color I'm going to be using will be this brown. I do want to try this in the crease. So yeah, so you're getting a bit frustrated because you just went over that. You just went over it with them and they just can't comprehend. I get it. They children, depending on their age group, so I get it, you know. But Lord God Jesus, hallelujah, I need my kids to go back to school. Not joking. I need them to go back to school. I'm gonna try to fade this out a little bit more, bring it up some more to the eyebrow. My life. I tell everybody I need a paycheck. I just need a paycheck now at this point. I did not sign up to be a teacher. I signed up to be a mom teacher, but I did not sign up to be a licensed degree, going to school to get your teaching's degree type of teacher. I didn't do that. I didn't sign up for that. I didn't go to school to be a teacher. And I feel bad for the teachers who have kids, because my daughter's teachers in the first grade, her kid be on Zoom, just be wilding out, and it'd be so fun. I could hear him along with all the kids, and she had to like tell her, she's almost like she's trying to secretly tell her mom, get him, like, I'm teaching, get him. And her mom got to come run a race to come get her son and stuff like that. So even for like the teachers on Zoom that's doing classwork with kids while their kid is also home, I get it. Y'all need a double pay. But mamas and daddies that have to sit at home with their kids and work and do all that stuff too, we need a paycheck as well, because we are not licensed to be teachers. I'll be like getting on Zoom. I'm still learning. Okay, what class gotta come next? What time? When's lunchtime? The break? They have breaks like crazy. So I gotta time them when they supposed to get back on. Yeah, I like this. You see how pigment that brown is? That's really pretty. I love this palette. Okay. Put a little bit more. I'll be stressing. I don't know when these classes supposed to come back in and how long lunch be about like 5 minutes, feel like. I know it don't be 5 minutes when they go to real school. Like, how long they be sitting in lunch? Come on now. Then I gotta get out my comfortable bed and come help them log back in. I'm like, y'all best to become responsible. You know what, low key, I feel like this is teaching my kids to become responsible, learning their time, learning how to schedule things, how to write down things, and pay attention. So I kind of see the benefit in this, because if you honestly think if a child was just in school, the teacher was like, all right, time for next class, time for PE, and they just be like playing or coloring or waiting for like the next move that the teacher makes. And she just tells them. Whereas to being at home and a mama like me or any other mom or dad that's a bit like trying to figure out how to become a teacher and a parent at the same time, and a maid and a chef and a wife or a husband, all that duties together, it is frustrating. So the teachers like help teach your kid how to log on and do all these passwords and things like that, because so that it can be like stress off of us. And so what I do with my kids, I tell them, if you can become more responsible when learning your password, when to get on, your time, how long you're supposed to be off, when you're gonna get back on, and then do your classwork, they will get rewarded for that. My kids love rewards, just so you guys know. And their punishments when they don't do right, it's like taking away their rewards. My children responds to not getting things, or when they do things that is like helpful to themselves, they feel really, really good. So chastising them, like punishing them, is not so much of like spanking anything, nothing like that. It's punishment and taken away from what they could have gotten if they just would apply themselves or achieve, or like those how my kids work. So when I say, okay, you're going to be rewarded for this if you do this and do that and become more responsible, and then I see how great that they're working and they're doing, they become more pumped to even continue, because not only are they getting a reward from it, but they also are growing, and they like the growth in that. I'm going to dab in this shade right here, and it's called Blue Violet. So I'm going to place that like right here on the, wait, it's not picking up. What's going on? Should I wet this? Should I wet my brush? I just feel like I need a paycheck for this. Like for real. Like we are the parents, the teachers, the preachers, the buyers, the providers. You know, it just need to be some type of reward for the parents at this point. And I know somebody gonna say, well, they're your children, why would you want a paycheck to teach your children and all that stuff? Let me tell you something, okay? Like I just said, I do not have a degree in teaching. So I now am a licensed teacher without paper. 2 papers. 1 degree, 2 money. So I just want you guys to understand, for those who are parents and that are now teachers by choice, this is stressful. And I see why now they're trying to see, like, do you want your kids to go back today, like doing like a survey to see if parents want their kids to go back to school, because they understand like the stress of it all, of trying to play many roles now. Yeah, they trying to see if parents want to send their kids to school, but be more cautious with it. As bad as much as I'm complaining about teaching my kids whatever, I would not send them back to school, because I worry about their health more than my stress of teaching them. Like I can get used to that, to the point where it now become easy. You know, I can't, but with their health being at risk, and the thought of my kid going to school and catching coronavirus, all because of my selfish ways, I would definitely like hate myself for that. And God forbid if they was to pass because of me, because I want them back in school so bad, because, you know, I can't handle, you know, being a teaching mama, and then now my kid, you know, sick. So yeah, as much as I'm complaining about it, at the end of the day, I will not send my kids back to school until Corona has left this earth. Okay. And I like this look. I like how it's coming out. I'm going to add a little bit more brown to that top part. Like fade it out a bit. I haven't really done purple, so this is like my first time putting a purple eye on my eyelid. I'm going to dig into this, like this bronze gold right here. Type of, it's called, oh, copper. It's called copper. Okay, then just place it on the rest of the eye. So yeah, if you guys kind of struggling being a mama teacher, daddy teacher, let me know in the comment section down below. We all, you know, can play together, you know. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Because this a whole new thing, you know. Nobody is used to this. Like, we're used to our kids leaving the house, being adults for a couple of hours, for 8 hours, and then come back home. You know, no matter what grade they in. We are used to that. But when your kid is just at the house 24/7 in your way, messing up your nap time, or you getting, I'm putting some more of that purple back on, you know, because I feel like it kind of like faded a bit. Got like faded in, but you know, or your errand run time, all that, you know, you gonna complain. It's okay to complain. You have to vent, talk to people, you know. It's okay to vent to one another. Starting with that brown, that dark brown. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on my eyebrows. Alright, so now I did my eyebrows and I also did my eyelashes and my eyeliner off camera too because I didn't want to make this video too long. So now I'm gonna go in with my E.L.F concealer. Just put a little bit. Here, and then down the bridge of my nose, a little here, as well as on the side. I did learn about this E.L.F concealer. If you let it sit too long, it starts to dry a bit and it leaves that ring wherever you placed it at, and it kind of almost like lift up the makeup when you're trying to spread it. So if you start to get like that ring around using that E.L.F concealer, that's the only con about that concealer. I can say it dries almost fast if you don't work fast enough on it with it. But I guess the best thing to do is just wet your beauty sponge and then go back over it so it can kind of like loosen up that product. And now I'm going to go in with my translucent powder. And I'm just going to use my brush here and just place it where I want it to be. But it does like melts into the skin where you couldn't even tell that it was just too light. See, like you don't see it anymore. So that really does melt into the skin. So that's why I chose this as like pick shot from my stash. Shot my stash because this translucent powder really is like nice. And I placed the translucent powder on the spots where I've concealed, so it just holds that concealer in its place and it won't move around. With my Fenty Beauty contour stick and just contour right here and put a little bit up here and also here out. I'm going to use this complexion brush here. Just use my Morphe brush here. And just, yeah. So I got to bring it up to my eyebrow. Now I'm going to take this and go ahead and start on the side. I love with this bronze palette from Ace Beauty. It's the way that a lot of people like to say it's the GOAT, I guess, but it's just nice for me. and then contour down here. Hide some of this fat. Alright, next I'm gonna go in my Benefit peach blush and just place some here, cause you know I want to look like the eyes is already doing a lot. Like I don't want to overdo it on the face, so I need like no high bright definition type of blush on my face, because I still want to keep it like classy glam, if that makes sense. On my Too Faced diamond highlight, something like that, and I just place it up top. I don't like bring it all the way down here because I don't want my cheeks to look, I guess, oily really. So I just bring it like just up to like the highest of my cheekbone and like leave it there. And it's not like a high beaming highlighter. It's just like you can just run out your door and like wear it without it like being overly powerful on your face. And then a little bit here, and then down the bridge of my nose. So I'm gonna set with this Fenty Beauty What It Do. Now I'm gonna go ahead and line up my lips. I'm using the LA Girl. And then I'm gonna take this apparel and place it in the middle. I can just take my finger as well and just dab it. So cute. Now I can take a gloss and place it on top, so I'm gonna run and get a gloss right quick. So I got these two lip glosses that I got from Walmart, you guys. Super cute, super affordable as well. So this shade here I can use. This is the shade, it says 002 Ice, the shade Ice, and then 006 in the shade Reef. I kind of want to do the ice here. So I'm gonna do ice and just put some, like dab it on here. That's cute, you guys, right? Do you agree? Hope so. And I am done. You guys, so that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. I see you guys in my next video. If you guys love this, please like, thumbs up this video, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Remember, always speak positive, never negative. I'll see you guys later. Bye.